Hello, and welcome to Unexplained Possibilities in case you missed it for February 2019. Well, guys, I got some bad news for you. I unfortunately missed everything that was supposed to be a part of this in case you missed it. What that means is I got so busy with things outside of unexplained possibilities, I forgot to take notes, which I normally do throughout the month, so I can talk about things at the end of the month. And I didn't do that this time. I totally forgot about it, and I am so sorry. Saying that, though, there is one big thing that did catch my attention. Well, really, two big things. And it happened at the end of the month. So, the first thing is Donald Trump and Kim Jong un were in Vietnam and they were discussing North Korea dropping their nuke program. And let me just say, I don't understand why we, and when I say we, I mean every country that has nukes. I don't understand why we have them, why we threaten to use them, why we want to kill each other that way. It's totally ridiculous, and it makes me just want to go back to the Stone Age or something. Like, here's a rock, here's a stick, kill each other that way, or rather, have something where the quote unquote world leaders duke it out and leave your average Joe who's just trying to make a living out of it. Let them duke it out because that's usually what it is. It's a contest of egos. And we unfortunately have one of the biggest egos right now leading, I say leading with air quotes, the United States. And I hate it. A lot of people hate it, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, as you all can guess, nothing came of this. In fact, the summit ended early, a day early, and now both sides are saying two completely different things as of reasons why the talks broke down. North Korea is saying that, actually, no, let me start off with Trump. Trump is saying that North Korea was trying to get the United States to drop all sanctions against them, and then they would stop a nuclear program, only one of several, and that would have to do. However, North Korea is saying that no, they would have stopped their nuclear programs, and they asked for for the sanctions to be dropped in a partial manner. In other words, you can still have them up, but can you ease up on them? And Trump apparently said no, which begs the question, who's telling the truth? I can't believe I'm saying this because both guys are idiots and they both need to just disappear, but I'm more apt to believe North Korea than anything that comes out of Trump's mouth, especially after they calculated all the lies he says on a daily basis. Oh boy, that's kind of sad. And the second thing, because we're talking about liars, is we go to Michael Cohen. And Michael Cohen is Trump's former lawyer, personal lawyer of 10 years. And Cohen, he was a fixer, which means that he did Trump's bidding kind of in the bad way. In other words, he would pay people off. He would call people to say they're not getting paid and this and that. Michael Cohen, he testified in front of Congress, and it was about 7 hours, all right, of him giving a statement, answering questions, and just going on and on. So that's a long time. And he testified to Congress before, but this was when he was still a Trump crony and he lied to them. And that's part of the reason why he is going to jail for 2 or 3 years. But this time, he says that he's not lying, he has nothing to lose, he just wants to set things straight and somewhat clear his name. And you know what? I do believe his testimony was the truth this time. And he said what a good portion of the country already believes or suspects. And that was that Trump is a racist, a con man, and that he didn't want to actually become president. He just wanted to build his brand. And he said, quote unquote, this would be the greatest infomercial ever. I believe that because all of Trump's actions show that. Now, at this hearing in front of Congress, it showed several things as well. It showed that the Republicans will put party before country over and over again. And normally I don't get political like this, but this is just what I noticed. And they didn't ask one question in regards to Trump or what Michael Cohen was saying. Instead, they just wanted to destroy any of his credibility by saying, you lied before, you lied before. And it's like, okay, this is a non issue. He's admitted to this several times over. He's going to jail for it. And if he lies again, and then, I mean, it's more jail time. So it's like, stop it and let's get to the meat of the matter, and that's what he is discussing. You know, he admitted that a sitting president made hush payments. Like, that's insane. And he broke campaign law and a few other things. And they're talking about he's a liar. He's a liar. Michael Cohen being the liar. So I don't know, man. This country is just totally jacked. But saying that, it's going to be an interesting next few months. And I say this because, in a weird way, it's some synchronicities with the Watergate scandal and what happened with Nixon, although I think this is a bit worse. Mind you, Michael Cohen, he did say that he thinks there are dots you can connect with Trump and Russia, but he himself said he doesn't know of the collusion and all that mess, but he did say like he sees the dots. So I thought that was interesting as well. So we'll see what happens in the coming months. And with that, we're going to conclude this month's In Case You Missed It. I am sorry it's a bad one. I openly admit it's a bad one. And next month, though, it'll be much better. I'm actually going to remember to take notes and all that. And speaking of next month, what if I told you we had 3 podcasts and in case you missed it, plus a list all for you guys? Yeah, March is going to be a busy month, so I hope you all enjoy. Thank you again for checking out this In Case You Missed It, even though it's on the bleh side. And March, we will make up for it. Thank you all and see you next month.